What up, people? YouTube, whatever, otaku, freak. This is Night Podcast, another ridiculous section of weird conversations. On my left or right side, we got Corey, and
hello.
Yep, and on my other side is Timon.
Hey.
And on this side, I'm your host, Ish, I think. June. What's up?
Also inhibited by the invisible ghost named Bennett. He's here at some point, I promise.
He's gonna pop in soon.
There's an invisible ghost in the corner. You guys can't see him, but he's there.
Yep. So, you guys want to start any comment or topic you guys have in mind, or do you want me to start?
I'll let you start. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just get this out of the way first. No Man's Sky and Evolve. Those were the People's Award or winners for E3. Any thoughts or comment for E3?
They're very good games from what I saw. But Smash Brothers, you can't beat it.
I like Smash Brothers, but there's a lot of other stuff.
No Man's Sky looks awesome because everyone gets their own planet. You can kill each other's planet, nuke everybody.
New IP?
Yeah, and Evolve is cool because it's you and 4 of your buddies get to fight a dragon. Like, nothing's cooler than that.
Don't you mean a Kraken?
I thought it was a dragon. Is it not a dragon?
No, it's a Kraken.
Oh.
Even cooler.
Okay then.
Any last thought on E3 before everyone starts thinking we're boring because we're talking about E3 right now?
Yeah, we're kind of behind.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo won. That's all I'm saying.
I also think too, although the other, I thought Sunset Overdrive for Xbox looked pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And of course you have Little Big Planet 3 and Uncharted 4 for Sony. But I think overall Nintendo had a really good balance of games. I thought their press conference was more entertaining, especially
The Robot Chicken stuff?
Yeah, the Robot Chicken stuff was really cool.
And
I thought Nintendo's, even though it was half the length of the other ones, it really did hold its ground. It covered a lot of stuff in the amount of time, so
yep.
I thought Nintendo kind of took it.
There were some pretty good indie-ish games for Nintendo that they didn't show off in the conference, which was kind of a shame, but, you know, what can you do,
you
right?
live with it, right?
Yeah.
Get with the jet, you don't have to rough that.
Yeah.
What about PlayStation? We haven't talked about that yet.
Kind of like you said, Evolve and No Man's Sky are like the best stuff on there right now.
Cool.
But I hope PS4 does well. I'm waiting for Persona 5, but just on PS3, so I'll just wait, I guess.
Dang.
There's no awesome exclusives. Sorry, what were you saying?
Alice doesn't care what generation it is. It'll put the game wherever it wants to put it. So that's the weirdest thing.
Sure.
That's a different story for a different day.
Alright, well, I'm kind of excited for Uncharted 4 and Ratchet & Clank movie, but then again, they weren't new IPs, and why were they even showing a movie at a frickin' game conference?
Because it's Ratchet & Clank, you owe them a movie. Everyone's known they owe them a movie since day one. But
and they were talking about the frickin' Power TV show thing. That was cool-ish. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I never even heard of that.
Yeah, me either. I haven't seen that.
It's basically like a little TV show about some detective that were investigating on why some superheroes just suddenly disappear or die from the face of the planet. So, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounds unique. But I don't know. I don't even know why they were talking about it. Like, couldn't they get the hint that not many people were there to watch the conference just for the games?
Yeah. It was like Microsoft last year. They totally lost focus on what was important. Oh my god.
I know, right?
TV on your TV, so you can TV while you TV. Yep.
Yep. Yay.
Sports.
Alright. Alright, well, speaking of games, the pre-order for Gamestop has recently made plans to start making more exclusive content for a certain game, well, certain amount of games, or many games actually, to make it exclusive for pre-ordering at GameStop. What do you guys think about that?
It's kind of crap. Do you know about that, Timon?
I don't know any specific deals that I find really interesting, although I do know about some of the pre-order bonuses that GameStop gives you. I really just think it's kind of a gimmick to get you to try to pre-order and just flat out buy the game, because...
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, they're taking out content and putting you can only get on GameStop.
Like
missions
and stuff like that.
Our other stores are going to do that, to the point where you can never get the full game because you didn't pre-order it in just one store, you know?
Actually, it was Kotaku that made up that idea of what happens if like other stores start, taking exclusive content.
I think exclusive content that's like pre-order only is kind of stupid, to be honest.
Yeah. And like, I bought the Walmart version. What version did you buy?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's like Pokemon all over again.
Yeah.
The only difference, Pokemon has only 2 versions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes 3. If you wait, third version's always the best version.
That's
Emerald,
true.
the Crystal.
And the thing that made me hate this article or comment, or is it comment? Like topic, the worst, was that the CEO of GameStop said that it will not hinder the development of, the game itself. So, what do you guys think of that?
I guess it won't hinder the development process, but the distributing process, that's when they get
It's going to get, it's really messing with, like, the consumer end of it.
Yeah, no one, like, who buys products when they get helped in any way, shape, or form, but those who touch it on the way to completion, they're gonna get a lot of money.
I don't know. I think just, like, the thing about GameStop is, like, half of the deals that they give you aren't even, like, decent. Like, you have to wait until they give you, like, the exclusive deal, and then that's, like, the only halfway good deal you're gonna get at GameStop.
Yeah. But then they have Xenoblade, and you're like, okay, you win.
Yeah, I think Xenoblade was good, but I'm just waiting for
the sequel?
The Xenoblade Chronicles X. I thought that looked really good, and I saw some of the gameplay from the treehouse. It looked pretty similar.
Yeah, I was like really weird because I'll never let a game's environment like depend on how, like choose how I feel about the game, but it's kind of going from Xenoblade Chronicles, which is more of a like a Dark Ages sort of feel to the new ones like space. I'm like, can we go to space? Can the machine handle all that space?
It's like Mass Effect. It's a space RPG.
Yeah, I'm like, that's all that stuff. I don't know if I can do all that stuff.
I think it's cool because I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, but like it looks like a really good game, and it looks like in this game they're just kind of adding on to it. They're not really taking away any of the core elements that really made Xenoblade Chronicles work, and they're adding in a lot of things. I still can't read what half of the game says.
Oh no, no one can right now. No one can right now. But I'm hoping for those who haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles, I hope Ryan just goes in for no reason. Just flying through space.
That would be hilarious.
It's really nice. It's space.
It's like Star Fox, he just shoots off a bunch of ships. What a bunch of jokers.
Oh god, yeah. For those who don't know, Xenoblade's voice acting, everyone has an English accent.
It's really cool.
It's freaking weird.
It's cool.
I'm like waiting for one character to come in and just have like the most American accent, and it's just like, bust out an eagle and just like have eagle poop on everybody, Like,
no, that's called redneck.
Well, no, that's not redneck, that's just how you love your country. Being American, that's what it means.
Well, before we dive a bit more into this, I forgot to ask, how was your 4th of July, Independence Day?
Oh, that was very good. I saw the new Transformers movie and I actually liked it a lot.
I went hiking, and I found out how much my feet could hurt in one sitting.
Yeah.
It was cool though, because I brought food.
If we want anything from Attack on Titan, food makes anything better.
Yep.
That's a whole different topic, though.
Yeah, that is.
No, it's alright. We could start talking about anime and stuff like that. It is
Okay.
geek culture after all.
I think the one all three of us have watched, though, is pretty much Attack on Titan, so...
Yeah.
I may as well start there, I guess, if you want to do it right now.
We're not gonna spoil anything, are we? We shouldn't.
A Brony Tale review.
Hey, 9.1, I'll take it. I'll be right back.
Okay. So what do you think of the show?
Attack on Titan or Brony?
I don't know.
Attack on Titan, they definitely need more material if they're gonna make a season 2.
I think that's why they're holding off on making season 2, is to wait for the manga to kind of get ahead of them again.
Yeah.
Because they kind of caught up. The game looks pretty cool though. Like, there's a 3DS game for it in Japan.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
It doesn't look half bad, it looks really cool.
Yeah, I never understood why they don't release it in America.
So many good games are Japan.
Oh, hey, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
What up?
Anything happen while I was gone?
Yeah, Attack on Titan game for 3DS.
Yeah, in Japan only, though. That's super depressing.
But, I don't know, like...
There's a lot of games that come out in Japan and then like 2 years later enough pressure just makes them release it in America.
Like,
Cough,
Chronicles.
Demon Souls.
Professor Layton versus Phoenix, right?
When is that gonna come out, gosh darn it? When is that gonna come out?
I don't know. Oh wait, they did announce a release date, I just forgot it. Let me see here.
That's a game that's gonna make you use your head, though. Make sure to wait.
It's August 29th.
Oh wow, it's close.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, well, let's move back a bit into gaming, if you guys don't mind.
Okay.
Or unless you guys want to keep talking about Attack on Titan or anime.
I think...
Oh, we can go back to games.
Yeah, I think we'll go back to games. I was just mentioning Professor Layton versus Phoenix, right? So...
Alright. Well, what do you guys think of the state of gaming right now? Too much DLCs. Corporate, everywhere.
Look at this industry rating. No big deal. No pressure to say entire industry with loads of jobs and all that.
Too much EA.
There's a lot of bad stuff to look at, but there's also a lot of good stuff to look at, you know? There's a lot of crap going on with corporations putting too much time, like, doing too much to the distributors and all that, but, like, there's also good things, like amazing games coming out, new hardware that has more potential. You know, it all comes down, like I said, it always comes down to the game.
You were talking about hardware, though, dude. But, like, aren't they releasing an Xbox One that no longer requires the Kinect?
Yes.
And I'm just like, that's kind of a bad move by Microsoft.
No, that's the best move they could, because it lowers the price, but...
No, it's a bad move. The only reason they included it with the Xbox in the beginning was to push the Kinect as, like, something that game designers could use to integrate in their games to make them more immersive. And now that it's not required, game developers aren't going to be able to use the Kinect and say, like, oh, you can do this now, because not everyone's going to be able to do it.
Yeah. I think because Microsoft realized how the Kinect kind of died off after a while.
The Kinect's motion controls weren't really, like...
They needed more time.
Yeah.
And like, because like I see these big companies, and so they start out like the Kinect kind of failed. The PlayStation Move, that thing died in an instant. The poor Vita, the poor Vita.
The Vita, I didn't really see much that the Vita had to offer that.
Oh, it had almost nothing. Yeah, it had almost nothing.
And then now, can't you just play Vita games on a PS4?
Not exactly, but playing PS4
exactly.
games.
Not all of them, but
You can play all of the PS4 games on your PS Vita.
Really?
Via streaming.
Oh.
But still, that's pretty crazy.
I don't know.
People say that there's some kind of latency issue with that functionality. But before we dive way too deep into console, we're gonna talk about that. Don't worry, we'll come back to that. But let's just talk about software itself first, the easier stuff. well, I'm just gonna throw something out there. The CEO of EA was right about one thing. This is a perfect time for gaming and for gamers, because there's literally all kinds of games out there for anyone to everyone.
Yeah, I see that.
And as for developers, they can make whatever games they want without anyone making fun of them, other than the game sales.
Yeah. I guess you could say that there's always been an option, but there was always the risk of it not selling well and the people seeing your company as less because of what you put out. Because did you know they still make hidden object games?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, they'll have like it's like an I Spy sort of deal, like find the red ball and like give you a huge background to look for a red ball. Those games are still being made and they're actually really good.
They're mostly on mobile games, or
Most of them are like free or really cheap.
Yeah, they're either PC or mobile, but it's I forgot that a genre existed. I was like, wait, people actually make these? People actually buy these? Holy crap!
Yeah.
And remember when game studios like THQ, publishers like keep shutting down? Do you know why they keep shutting down?
EA?
No, like THQ, but
Prove me wrong.
But like, I don't know, like, the first thing that pops into my head, why on these studios are keep shutting down, is because people just keeps on buying Call of Duty and Madden every single year, and then they expect game companies to make something original, when they're not even supporting it.
That's very true, though.
I mean, I've seen like the game theory video.
Yeah, the game theory video goes in depth about that.
But people are always comfortable with what they know, so they'll stick with what they know. But then that's the rip. Like, do you try to be ambitious and try to, set new ground and create something new that will be just as popular, or do you stick with the same and not get any better?
You're making me think about cooking for some reason. Do you take the risk and do something different to see if it's better, or do you not?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like that, except it's a giant, like, corporation, and it's...
Yeah, it's millions of dollars and hundreds of jobs, no big deal.
Not one cake.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
It's the same thing, pretty much. Like,
it's just on a much larger scale, though.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate Nintendo so much. They're just like, you know what? Screw it, we're gonna try our own thing and see how it turns out.
Yeah, but that's, I guess. And then whenever it works for Nintendo, it works well for Nintendo.
And then they make like 10,000 other same copy of it? Or am I just dissing you guys?
Well, I mean, the Move was kind of a cheap knockoff.
The Move was like it was plain knockoff.
It was a black Wii.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like Mario. How like Mario became super successful and then like they make different variations of it, yet it still feels the same. Except for the Mario Bros series.
Like Sonic and Bubsy. Bubsy in 3D, the best game ever devised.
If AVGN did a review of it, it's probably not that great.
Oh yeah, he did do Bubsy 3D, didn't he? So yeah, John Tron, like, he knows where it's at. But, yeah, like, when something does get popular, it will get copied over and over and over and over again, because people are unoriginal and want to take credit for people's work, so...
That's true.
But, I mean, if you watch TV at all, like, that happens with TV, too. Whenever a new creative show comes out, like, all the major channels do, like, their own version of it. And it's like, guys, just stop, and it's like, see what happens? Somebody tried something creative and new, and they got crazy praise for it. Don't you want to do that? No, we just want the money. Okay.
It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
Remember
TV,
that?
it has the ability to be a good platform to listen to stories and watch characters and see them grow, but some corporations aren't up for that.
You guys remember the recent game that came out? Murder Soul Suspect?
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I basically don't even have to tell you guys what the game is about, and you could probably guess what it's about. It's, detective, but the main character is already dead, and you're playing as a ghost. And basically no one bought that game except for some Let's Players. So the studio for that game shut down recently. And that's a pretty good PS4 game too.
That's the risk you take of trying something new, though.
It really sucks. And the thing is about these types of games is that, like, it's kind of like the people who really have an influence over, like, the media, especially in these kinds of video games. People like I really don't want to say it, but PewDiePie has a huge influence. As much as I like him, he's got a huge influence in what people play. If he does a game, chances are there's gonna be like a spike of sales in that game.
Yeah, like you saw Flightbird, right? Like when that first.
Yeah.
That whole there's a graph of like who downloaded it, and as soon as his video came up, it shot up like 300%.
Flappy Bird.
And that's why everybody played it, because one person saw the video and they're just like, hey, I like that. It got around like a freaking group-wide play. Yeah.
I remember Watch Dogs selling really well until freaking The Forest beat Watch Dogs sales records because PewDiePie played it, and now every single YouTuber and every single other giant media is playing that game, even though it's an early access game.
That's what happens. Of course, when you have so many subscribers like he does, like anything you do will lose so much love and views.
It's kind of sad sometimes.
Yeah. You know what'd be really scary? What? If PewDiePie opened a Patreon.
He opened a what?
If he did open a Patreon page.
Oh, Jesus.
Say hello to the new richest man in the world, everybody.
No, he won't exactly be super rich because like the ad revenue that he gets is a lot more than he could ever make from Patreon. But that's just my opinion, though.
But just add more. Like if 1/5 people who watch him put $5 out per video, they'll still have so much money. Like.
But then again, isn't like a YouTube ethic where wait, is that ethic? Crap, I'm getting confused now. But like, isn't it like whenever they open like a Patreon type channel, they don't exactly put ads on their videos anymore? Or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Maybe it's if they like really need the money.
Yeah.
Then they might still do both just to like get it.
Oh, that reminds me. Anybody who has Mario Kart 8, you know how you can directly put your footage from the game onto YouTube?
Yeah, I know that.
If you do that, Nintendo actually gets a cut of the money.
That's
pretty funny in my eyes.
I have a problem with Nintendo for doing these things because the Nintendo makes really fun games, and people who play these games want to just share it with everyone else.
Free advertisement.
And it's free. First of all, it's free publicity for Nintendo because people are showing this off, and Nintendo doesn't have to pay them anything. And not only that, it's gonna get like it's gonna raise Nintendo's popularity too, because if people see how good these games are and stuff, they're gonna start thinking, maybe this is better than just the next Call of Duty. Even though Call of Duty's not bad, I'm not saying it's bad, I just think that it's really overrated. I think people make it out to be a lot better than it is. Or maybe it's just that people play it a lot because there's an online. But Nintendo's starting to jump into the online thing too. But the thing is, like Nintendo and their whole content ID thing, and it kind of like it's how do I want to put it? It's kind of like they're digging their own grave.
Whoopsie. I might drop my call.
Okay. There's...
like...
Oh, you were saying?
I was gonna continue with Nintendo recently, decided to have, this agreement where, they could get a cut of the money from, YouTube videos that use their content or something, but I think that's kind of... Nintendo's trying to cheat the system. That's what they're trying to do.
They technically have the right to do that, but
You do have the rights, but it's, I don't know, to content creators it just feels like a huge smack in the face, though.
violation of the rights.
Yeah, it feels like they're not having the rights to show what they, like, you know, they want to show. I mean, I guess it is Nintendo stuff, and they do rights. So.
Dude, your audio's like bouncing up and down. I'm sorry.
Is it?
Oh, now it's better.
Okay.
And do you remember Phil Fisher,
I do not.
the creator of Fez? Heard of that game before?
I've heard of the game, but I haven't. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just tell you, he's a major douche.
Okay.
First off, he actually made fun of the JRPG series, like all JRPG, or no,
like the
not
entire genre.
not just JRPG, but like all Japanese games are not that good. And he made a joke about that in one of the panel. I think it was Comic-Con or something. He was trying to make people laugh, yet it sounded really douchey. And another thing was, he said that anyone that, you know, films his games or footages should, like, all of the ad revenue should belong to the creators, like, not the content creator, but like the game creators, because he thinks that it is basically piracy.
See, that's what I don't get. Is why they create this thing for people to enjoy, and they wanted to share it with other people. But when people try to do that, they start claiming this kind of stuff and taking advantage of it. It's something that, you know, there's just always gonna be that, but it's not really much about it.
Alright, well, since we're still in the current state of gaming, let's start talking about the hardware. Let's start by mobile and portable gaming. What do you think of them?
Mobile and portable game. I don't really have many games on my phone. I don't find mobile gaming efficient. Not on mobile phones, I mean. But for portable gaming, like 3DS, I really like that. Just on my phone, there's just so many, like, practical applications that I use on my phone that games just aren't really worth it to me.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, and the games on mobile are, I don't want to say they're all kind of the same, but they really are. I could list off, well, not off the top of my head, but if I look through like the list of games, I could probably list off at least 5 games that have the same basic concept. Like, you know those mobile games where basically all you're trying to do is like build up stuff?
Yeah.
And then there's always like 2 different kinds of currency, and then one of them is like super rare and you pretty much have to use money to buy it, and the other one's the one that you actually get in game.
Like Clash of Clans and other stuff like that?
Like is Dragonvale a popular game? I know my brother has it, but
I'm not entirely sure. Never heard of that.
no. Basically, like, there's 2 different types of currencies. Like, there's coins and then there's crystals, and the crystals are like super rare, and you have to basically buy those. But then, like, the coins are what you get. Like, and then there's like lots of other games that do that. Like, I know Angry Birds Epic came out a bit ago, and they also have 2 different types of currencies. And I'm just like, the way that the developers try to milk money out of you is by doing this kind of stuff. And I'm just, and I don't know. Just mobile games seem, and especially with microtransactions, I just don't like them.
Last I heard of Angry Birds Studio, or Rovio Studio, I believe.
Yeah, Rovio.
Yeah, they their profit dropped by 50% from both merchandise and microtransaction. Now you see where it's going.
Yeah. I remember when people used to say, like, mobile gaming was gonna be the future, and that, like, portable gaming devices like PS Vita and the DS and stuff like that aren't gonna, like, be able to compete anymore. But I think that's not true.
It's kind of funny how like mobile gaming is a lot popular than portable gaming in Japan. Like everyone, if you go down the street randomly, you can see someone holding an iPhone playing some stupid little, game. But I don't know.
I mean, you see that here too.
Yeah. But on the other day, out on vacation, I saw some kid playing PS Vita.
Hey, I'm back.
Yo.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're talking about mobile games.
Oh, good timing. I actually transferred to my phone for this to work.
Hey.
Oh, and what's it called? Candy Crush. The people that made that game is a lot richer. Richard. Has a lot more money than the creators of, GTA themselves.
Yeah, okay, and then, apparently I heard from somewhere, I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard that the creators of Candy Crush Saga actually managed to copyright the word candy.
Yeah, that's true.
Use it in any game, then they can sue you.
Well,
is
yeah.
that true? Did they
I think, yeah, they did with Candy and Saga.
That's
But I think it's only for mobile games. Think of the court that let them do that though. Some legal court in America said, "Hey, you can have this word now."
I think that's just dumb. They should.
We need Phoenix Wright on the case.
Yeah,
Hold it, that's bullcrap.
that is crap.
Lead hacksaws.
And I think that it's just crazy that they can kind of get away with that, just because they have so much money because these people keep, downloading their game. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure, but do they get their money from ad revenue or microtransaction?
They get them probably from both. It's probably like Angry Birds, where there's a free version that has ads and they get ad revenue from that, and a paid version where they get money from that but they don't show ads. And then they have microtransactions in each of them. That's probably what they did. Or if it's not, then it's probably just ad revenue and then pay in the app in microtransaction. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Addiction is quite the thing.
What about those bigger AA or is it AA or AAA games on mobile gaming like
Oh, what is that one called? Soul Blade or
Infinity Blade and
Infinity
and
Blade.
XCOM, like games like that? Like, what do you think of games like that?
I think they can show off how good the technology can be. It could be considered a legit platform, but with the way it is, how everybody has one, you kind of to get anywhere in the industry, at least on that side of it, you have to kind of be able to be picked up by anyone.
Yeah.
So all the puzzle games, all the endurance games, that's why they picked up, because puzzle and endurance, they're
easy.
Yeah, they're not. You don't need to know things before you play. All you need to learn is the game. Yeah.
It's really casual.
That's what I heard PS Vita is having trouble with right now, that most of their games aren't exactly easy to pick up and easy to play. For example,
totally.
Persona 4, you have to find a safe spot somewhere in the school area or in the city. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's it's a difficult game, it's all Japanese,
Yeah.
so people get scared at that,
Yeah, that and Killzone Mercenary, that game is a AAA shooter. You can't exactly be a good, pick up and play game.
Oh no. Another thing that it needs to do is, have a quick reload time. Or if it's not a quick reload time, because I know a lot of mobile games are wait 3 hours and this house we built, and I'm that's complete crap.
Yeah, I was just talking about those games where all you do is you build up stuff.
Yeah.
And then and then with those games, I mentioned this before, there's always 2 types of currency, and one's really hard to come by if you don't pay real money for it in microtransactions. I think that's dumb.
It sadly works, and there's a lot of people that do it,
Yeah. Those people call themselves gamers.
Hey man, they all come in different shapes and sizes. Don't like judge the games they play.
What about the 3DS? How's the state in that going?
The 3DS is
fine.
pretty well. I'm pretty sure 3D, like aside from, I'm not counting mobile games when I say this, but I'm pretty sure the 3DS is just about dominating not portable gaming market.
Oh yeah, because there's only other competition with Vita, and that's sadly almost dead.
Vita is like dead. Yeah.
Nothing else. It was funny, for other things that are dead, I recently saw a report on Apple's console. Back in the 90s, they had one called the Pippin. And
oh, that was a fail, dude.
For those who don't know, like, it was like almost like a Dreamcast, but nobody bought it.
Sega needs to come back to the gaming race.
Why?
I don't know, because like it feels like everything that Microsoft, PlayStation, and Nintendo is doing, it feels like they're not exactly perfect. So maybe we should have like someone else's taste in the gaming industry.
Ouya.
Oh my god, the Ouya. It's either that or like either Philips or friggin' Samsung joined the gaming race.
No. Don't touch the Philips. No.
Philips tried.
Squadala.
Then they Nintendo gets sued because of like the Wii U and the 3DS of like how the 3D technology wasn't originally made by them, and same goes for.
Yeah, it was like there were some similar parts between them and Philips was like, hey, that piece of your thing, that's kind of like our piece of our thing, so give us money. And it's only been proven towards Philips in one country, only in Germany so far. But it's like the lawsuit is for almost every country, but only Germany has said Nintendo would give Philips money. So we don't know what everyone's going to say just yet, because it's still up in the air, but only Germany has said that Nintendo copied off them.
I heard that they took the case to America, but they didn't do anything with it just yet.
Yeah, it's a lot of the countries, but it's still up in the air as to what happens next. So.
What about the 2DS? How's that doing?
Meh.
It's what you'd expect.
Yeah.
3DS XL is probably doing fantastic, but...
Dude, actually I got the XL.
Hang on. Yeah.
And okay, here's what I never got. Nintendo is releasing for all the new games like these like really cool limited edition of 3DSs, and I'm like, people only people only get one of these things, right? But like, we're not gonna sit here and collect them, you know?
Alright, let's see here. I can't see this. Dang it. I'm trying to look at a sales graph right now, but I'm not really getting good images.
Alright. You guys want to move on ahead to some of the home console gaming?
Let's go for it.
Oh, you guys, like, your audios are like bouncing up and down. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's alright.
It's beautiful mic rub.
Hang on. Is that any better?
Kinda. Yeah, it's getting better.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
we can go on to something else.
Okay, like, okay, like different consoles or different topic?
Let's go to, like, a different topic. I was gonna say we should go over, like, underrated games we know about.
Underrated games. What about... Ooh, I can't think of many right now. That's kind of weird.
Because they're so underrated, you don't even know they exist yet.
Yeah. What about Murder Soul Suspect? That game had a lot of glitches and hiccups and stuff like that. No, there weren't much hiccups, but, you know.
Yeah.
What underrated
gonna
game
be,
do you have in mind?
Legend of Dragoon for the PS1.
Never heard? Oh wait, I think I heard of it, but never seen it before.
It's a very, very good RPG. It came out like right before the PS2 came out, sadly, so it was doomed from the start.
Wow.
But it's very gameplay based. The story is pretty basic, but the gameplay is so much fun. Like Timon. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it's about my game, Legend of Dragoon, for underrated games. And you know how in Xenoblade Chronicles sometimes you press B to get like an added thing during an attack? Now, in Legend of Dragoon, imagine you do that 5 times in a row with perfect timing, and that's how you always attack. It's beautiful. You learn so much rhythm in that game. It's just so much fun.
Aw, dude, I like rhythm games.
Well, it's not like, yeah, and every attack is coupled with beautiful PS1 voice acting. It's the pinnacle. Oh, it's so much fun. The story, like I said before, is kind of meh, but it's still a really fun game.
What about? I was gonna say Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Have you heard of that before?
No.
No, I haven't.
It's literally it's in its name. You play as Boba Fett, or was it Jenga? Yeah, Jenga. And you fight a bunch of boss battle and try to capture them. Like there are some optional ones. It's not an open world game. It's like a little sectioned off game.
Okay.
And there were barely any marketing compared to Battlefront games.
Yeah, Battlefront. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool. Do you have any underrated games, Simon?
Not any that I can really think of, actually.
Oh, what about Etrian Odyssey?
I really liked Etrian Odyssey. It's actually really good. For those of you who don't know, Etrian Odyssey is kind of like a first-person dungeon explorer game. And it's, the thing about it, the mechanic is that there's like a map that you have to kind of mod in as you explore the dungeon. And depending on how well you draw the map, that basically affects your ability to get in and out of the dungeon, like, really effectively, because if you draw the map wrong, then you play.
Whoa. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now you sound a bit better.
Yeah, your audio was going up and down that whole time.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm sorry, but like...
That's actually because I'm mic in the same place. I thought it was because the mic was like...
Whoa. Corey?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
are you
no,
having the same problem?
It's weird.
Because like... Yo, Timon, you still there?
Yeah, I just said something.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
this might be like the worst episode ever because...
You can't even hear me.
Every time's a charmer, everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, am I like the only one that is like naming random like friggin' Western games that are underrated?
Yeah, probably.
Oh wow.
I had another one in mind, but it was gonna be Eastern again, so.
What about the Dynasty Warrior series? They always have been underrated, like...
Well, they won't be now. It's
Yeah.
Warriors, they won't be anymore.
True. What about the Dynasty Warrior Gundam series?
Oh, that's underrated as well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because, like, for an American audience, Dynasty Warriors, that sounds incredibly Asian, so no touching in the first place. And then Gundam, we're like, it's a definite no touching.
No, Gundam was very popular in the 90s.
Yeah, but then we have to ask ourselves, okay, it's a cool robot, but where does the bald eagle go? Where is that gonna fit? It's gotta fit somewhere.
It's called G.I. Joe.
Knowing is half the battle.
Alright, anything else you guys want to talk about?
My unlimited excitement for Smash Bros. 4.
Unless frickin' GameStop starts ripping off content from it.
I sure hope. I'll go in there and I'll like
pre-order. No, it's like frickin' Target and Walmart and like Best Buy, and everyone just rips a piece of content out.
It's like,
for pre-order purposes.
We have Link, we have Pac-Man. Okay, not going to your store.
Mega Man? No such thing in this store.
Mega Man looks pretty. Oh yeah, I want to share any personal experience. So I was hanging out with some friends a few days ago.
Yeah, friends.
And we're about,
good.
yeah, I know it's
good.
weird. And we were at sports, we ordered pizza. So we get there, and the pizza guy gets there, and he's like a regular kind of like 30-year-old guy. But then he saw me when we were a teenager, so he's trying to relate. So he's like, yeah, give me for October 3rd. And then, you know, for those who don't know, that's the day that Smash Bros. 4 comes out for the 3DS. And my mind was like, what? Like, you know? So we had, I'm not kidding, like a 10-minute conversation with a pizza man about Smash Bros. 4. It was the most beautiful thing in the world.
Older Nintendo fans.
Yeah, man.
They better announce some characters, though. Everyone's gonna, like, completely just go shots of Ness and Captain Falcon for a minute.
They're gonna come. Don't worry. I'm just gonna say they're not gonna come until the game comes out. They're gonna say like, oh, they were in there. We just didn't say anything. So it was expected, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
I want to know.
They're just the hidden characters again.
I was just wondering what the heck the deal with Dark Pit was the whole time. Freaking Dark Pit.
Yeah, at the end of the Palatine really.
I'm like, okay, are you gonna be? I hope you're not your own character. Cause they're kind of dumb.
Yeah, I think Dark Pit was better as an alternate Paladin did. Because otherwise you wouldn't really be able to tell the difference.
Also, Palatine looks amazing. I can't wait to use her.
She's pretty gross. And she has like voice acting. She's 7. So
isn't it weird how like, you know, a lot of fighting games like they'll sexualize the female fighters, but in Smash Bros. Like the female fighters like the best fighters.
that's actually not
Dead or alive.
That's more sexualizing.
Timon, you're...
Yeah.
Okay, now you're better.
Your audio is complete crap once in a while.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was able to pick that up. I was like, wait, what?
You'll get a better mic. This is a really bad headset that I'm using. I got it for like $20.
Yes.
But
Every dollar is a
I can
struggle,
like give you
man.
mine later if I have an extra one.
I have an extra headset that you just
I might. I need to look around for it, but I might have one.
it's fine.
Okay.
But, yeah. What else do you guys have? Anything else?
Palatine looks amazing. Sorry.
That's true.
Just.
What do you guys think about the media? Like, do you think they're spoiling too much of a game before it even comes out?
Yes.
For example, Watch Dogs.
Yes.
Watch Dogs, apparently the trailer in 2012 had a better, like, quality video
Yeah, it was.
than the game itself, and I'm just like, dude, really?
Yeah, the game looked a lot better in the E3 trailer, but the actual game came out and we're like, wait, what? No, this looks like crap in comparison.
Ubisoft said that they never, like, they took out those lighting packs and, like, lighting textures and stuff like that because they believe that it hinders the game and the playing experience.
From a speed standpoint, like they're saying like it goes slower or it lags or something.
Yeah. Like, technical stuff will start popping up out of nowhere if they keep, like, using that. So they never bother polishing it. And my question is, if they have enough confidence to show off in a big, you know, audience area, then
that was 2 years.
yeah, and that was 2 years too. Like, if they had that kind of confidence to show off in a conference, then how come they don't have the confidence to, you know, show it off in their final version of the game?
They could have been pressed for time.
And they might have realized, like, halfway through, like, oh, crap, we can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games, and then the thing is with Nintendo, though, the thing is they always push back their deadlines when they deliver. It's good quality, but
Yeah, it's
like
worth
some
it to wait.
companies think that, you know, well, we set a deadline, we gotta follow the end.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason Sonic 06 sucks so much.
Yeah, I mean, if it had like better team.
Hey guys, you know this game is unplayable? You may want to practice that.
And that's where DLC and patches come in. That's another thing I want to talk about in the state of gaming. I'm sorry for keep coming
Go for
back
it.
to this, but like, back then, games, they either had to be perfect or just one glitch that just ruins the game forever. But now, like, it's patches. Like, patches could either be a good thing or a bad thing. Like, literally, some of the games, they literally just ship it out and patch it up later, as if the people that bought the game for $60 are beta testers, when they could literally find free beta testers.
Well, I guess they'd rather be paid by the beta testers than pay the beta testers.
It's all money now. It's always back to money.
That's the thing that kind of like killed Microsoft when they first announced the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, why?
Question, how do you trade games? You want to trade a game? Oh, he's so cute. Guys, look at this guy. He wants to trade a game.
Hey, can we buy used games? Used games.
Those are was soiled by commenter folk. Don't let that touch you. Our Xbox One does not eat. Our Xbox One is not a whore. It does not play ones that have been used before. Only the freshest.
But yeah. DLCs and patches, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember when DLCs, they actually delivered new and original content for an already established game?
Yep. And some still do. Like, I hope Smash Brothers does.
The thing with Smash Brothers is, though, I don't think DLC will Smash Brothers.
I'm hoping for just like 2 or 3 map packs.
I just hope they don't give you like friggin' skins and stuff like that was already in the game. You know what I mean?
No, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do skins.
I don't know, man. Like,
maybe they would include skins if it's something else, but I still don't think DLC would go for Smash Brothers, because that would mean you have to, unless it was free, that means that you have to shell out extra money just to be able to play on another stage with someone else. That's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like it would work.
If I'm just hoping we can get Temple back, that's all I want. Hyrule Temple, bring it back.
I fell off that stage so many times.
And I love playing that stage so many times. It's the best stage ever.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so any last comments about E3 gaming itself, or manga, anything? Manga? Is it manga or manga?
Manga.
Anime.
Manga.
It's all the same. Hentai.
It's manga, anime. You have to say it with the AH, or you're gonna be like the worst person to ever exist.
Is it really anime though? I don't think it's.
Some people call it. I saw a Comic-Con video, like someone from Japan, like the creator of some anime, was like, "Oh yeah, I made some anime," and we're like, "Is that how you say it?" Like, I'm not gonna say it was his accent because he's from Japan, but is that how you say it now?
Oh, if that's how you say it, I'm never gonna get used to it.
Yeah, it sounds silly in that way, but
I made it look fun.
yeah, sounds like freaking Armin. We'll get to Armin later. Don't you worry. We'll get to Armin later.
Next time.
Yeah. We find out what's inside this little bitch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got no closing statement, really. Although I do have one brain teaser. Why is it that in warmer areas of the Earth, they're better making warm food, and they should be better at making cold food, because they want to get colder, you know?
You can't.
Yeah, I guess so, because weather. It's like, why can't, Mexico be the best at ice cream because they want to be cold? And why can't North Dakota be the best at, steak because they want to get warm?
I don't know the answer to that question, but I know why hotter areas have spicy.
Because that's what grows?
No, to make them sweat more.
No, it's to make them sweat, and then so they'll block. That's why I like to see in India they have all the spicy curry and stuff.
You guy are gonna need it, right?
It's actually helpful for your survival. Think about that the next time you eat.
Other than eating hot wings in Wild West,
Yes.
they fart and they die. What's happening, guys? Wait, wasn't that from A Million Ways to Die in the West or something?
Oh yeah, that's a movie.
That trailer looks so funny.
Don't kill us on sick night. But yeah, that's all I got for our closing statements, so you guys got anything else?
No, I don't.
PlayStation Now could do really a lot better.
It's always time for some more Ryan? I don't know.
No, literally, you could get the game, rent the game on PlayStation Now that you can normally buy for $7, and you have to pay $30 just to rent the whole game for a month.
Yay!
Like Adventure Time, that stupid little RPG game, Dungeon Crawler.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The state of gaming could be better.
Oh, of course it could. It could always be better, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
I know, right? Well, until next time. Peace
See you
out.
guys then.
Or something.
Bye,
I don't know this guy. This guy, get him out of here. Get him out of this podcast right now.
No!
Alright, see ya.